join the antisocial network.
Yeah. Mask up, stay 6 feet apart.
Yeah, right.
Welcome to YeahUhHuh 249. Today we are pleased to have a fellow denizen of the Queen City, Lorie Kleiner Eckert, to talk about her book, High on Life, spelled C-H-A-I. So it's play on words. So welcome, Lorie.
I'm so happy to be here, but we should reconvene at Grader's Ice Cream afterwards.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I am 100% for that.
Oh, good.
Which graders are you closest to?
The one out in Mason, Montgomery. How about you? Or Kenwood. Kenwood's pretty close.
Maybe
about-
Hyde Park. Is it still? There's still one in Hyde Park?
Yeah, that's the
Oh,
original.
yeah, of course.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no, you moved.
Yeah,
I don't know where
yeah.
your closest grade is.
Yeah.
Our closest graders is on, I guess, Galbraith.
Right.
Oh.
Well, really,
But-
Galbraith? I thought there were only two. Oh,
Well, there's one on either Winton or Galbraith. What street is it on? It's on the same street. It's got that La Rosa's and
Mhm.
no, it's Galbraith because we turn on to Galbraith to go to 26.
Okay.
120. What we call Ronald Reagan what many call
Cross
Ronald
County
Reagan
Freeway.
Highway.
Yeah,
And
I call it
Cross County.
Cross County.
Cross
Highway.
County also.
The other names does slip into my brain occasionally. They did officially rename it that, but
We got to go to Hyde
I'm a
Park to
Cross
get the
County
full
kinda guy.
experience because it's got everything is original from like the turn of the 20th century. It's like it's
yeah.
got the tiled floor with the cracks in it. It's got the old chairs. It's got the
Yeah.
it's even got an old cash register I think up front. It's like a step back.
Although
in
I
time.
am also aficionado, as I grew up, most of my growing up years were near Aglamesi's in Oakley. So
Okay, yeah.
so I have a heart moment for that place.
Yeah, well, that place is just down the street in Montgomery. Like
Right,
maybe
right.
2 miles. Yeah, about 2
Mhm.
miles from me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep,
Now,
yep.
do you?
You're by the
use
Trader
apps or-
Joe's. You're lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you
Now-
can't park there, so there's no point in going.
That's the case at almost every Trader Joe's.
Oh, is it? Okay. All right. I didn't
They
know
pack
that.
them in, I guess.
Maybe they don't suss out the parking so much.
But
Yeah.
we're diving right into the Cincinnati branding here for sure. Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
I know that you're a Skyline from
Uh-huh.
paying attention, and I'm a Skyline too. Philip's a Gold Star. Aaron, when you were
Well, Skyline doesn't have a vegan option, so right
Okay.
now it's the Gold
Oh.
Star with chili and spaghetti, no cheese,
Yeah.
light
Yeah.
onion.
I remember you used to go around
Yeah.
singing the Gold Star theme song, so it has to be.
That was a
Gold
catchy commercial.
Star. Yeah.
Mhm.
Gold Star chili.
Gold Star chili. Gold Star chili.
If they had a vegan option, would you Skyline?
It was all the same to me.
Potentially.
Now the really hard question. When you were here last time, I made vegan chili. Was it closer to Skyline or Gold Star, or did you really pay attention?
It's like I just said, it's all the same.
Okay, because my aim was Skyline. I do taste a difference.
Yeah. So, all right. So.
Okay, let's get to the actual subject. We often don't do that.
Oh, that's okay. I love
Aaron-
that.
Philip's the structure, Aaron's the detail, and I'm the squirrel. So, okay. We've covered you're from Cincinnati. You mentioned Springfield House in an intro message.
Yeah. Well,
Oh, yeah.
she said maybe we should meet at the Spring. Is it
Or
Springfield?
Silver Spring House.
Silver Spring House. Yeah, for a minute
Yeah.
I couldn't remember either. Yeah,
Yeah.
that restaurant you can also never park, and you can park in my driveway and walk there. So
Oh, sweet.
that's
sweet. That's great.
please come right on over. Yeah.
Well, we've had people said, "Well, let me come to your studio and we'll do the podcast." And I'm like, "Well, it's pretty small. It's got me and Lisa in here and a huge TV." and
Well,
that's
I
about-
mean, we'd be fine with that. We'd
So-
have to move the capture box.
Between
So-
hearing
That's
Springfield
okay.
and the title Chai on Life, it reminds me of an early Lisa Simpson quote. I'm into Tai Chi and chai tea. She might have said it the other way around.
Interesting. Yeah. Pop culture flavor. Aaron adds sprinkles that in every now and then. But
I like that.
so the book of essays. Lisa and I read half of it last week. And then yesterday, Lisa and I sat down and we allowed the Edge browser, to read it to us. So we went through the whole book yesterday. We read the whole thing. I know Aaron kind of, because he's very devoted to reading. Lisa and I do a lot of audiobooks and stuff.
But how does it sound on the browser? Like what voice? Does it sound like a robot? Does it sound like a person? No, you can select.
No matter what you choose, there's a little bit of robotiness to it.
Yeah.
But you can choose different voices. Now, one of the things, the way it pronounced the.
Yeah. It kept saying he.
Yeah, he. Or his, or so that was pretty fun. Here.
Yeah.
So all of those th was
pretty bad, actually.
Terrible.
Basic.
It's not great. No,
Right.
it's not great, but it was also a little bit funny, and sometimes it would be a little distracting.
Yeah,
So it may be that I think what it did was, for me, it put a little more humor into it. So I was approaching, and when my father died, he. So it took me to a maybe different place.
Yeah. Well, for people who really do want to listen to it, there is an official audiobook. So they can get that. I'm sorry I didn't send you a link to get that. You would have enjoyed it more. They would have enjoyed it.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, no, we still found it very engaging, even though it did read the page numbers, things like that too.
That's funny.
Very engaging read, very easy, fluent book to read. I can't, the different essays come with a lot of inspirational artwork. It's very attractive book to have physically. If you were to have that in your home, I thought that it was a very nice presentation. So,
thank you. Yeah. I was going to say, I think it's a very good bathroom reading, because each story is maximum maybe 2, 3, maybe one story is 4 pages long, and they're little pages. So, and you can you don't have to read them in order. You can just open the book and see what was meant for you today. And then or you can just look at the pretty pictures, hey, wow, it's good.
Right.
I wouldn't mind getting the physical book.
That's true. You could just open it up anywhere and get a nugget.
Yeah. I'd be happy to send you the physical book if you would like it. Shall I write myself a note to do that?
They'll put it on their shelf.
Yeah, put it right back here.
Okay.
Most of these books back here, people have been on the podcast.
Okay.
And if it's signed, we're not going to sit back.
So, let's dive into the book a little bit. It's a I think does a discredit to say it's a self-help book, but it's a slice of your life. You describe yourself as a Jewish American princess. It kind of recounts your childhood and the idiosyncrasies of your parents.
I'd say it's some affirmational rather than self-help, maybe.
Affirmational, very good, Aaron. I like that.
Yeah, and I just do want to say that I describe myself as a suburban American princess.
Okay.
You're a sap.
She's a sap, right?
Yeah, I'm a sap.
And she's a juggalo. And a sap.
And I'm a juggalo, yeah.
But that's the way we would describe it. How would you describe it?
Yeah, well, so I do call it, so there are 36 slice of life stories covering every topic from belly fat to Billy Joel. And they're very chatty. So I love it when people say that they read the book and they feel like I'm sitting in their living room talking just to them. I love that. And that's always the way my writing has been received. I was a syndicated columnist for several years, and that was always the way I was received. But I think I tell the stories of my life hoping that the person listening can glean life lessons from them. And I've done that through 30 years of motivational work. I was a motivational speaker for 10 years. And during those years, I showed my artwork, which was contemporary quilts with words and symbols pieced into the design. And as I told the stories of the quilt, I hope, it was a story of my life. I hope that you would identify with it. So, and then I say that my basic philosophy is that life is difficult, but you can do it. And so I call myself a rah-rah cheerleader. And that's always what I've been. And always what I've been. So that's what you get. You get 36 rah-rah, you can do it stories. Yeah.
So I like the premise that you put forward about you do a little bit every day or in small increments to build up to something huge. Like if you save $20 a paycheck from the time you were 18 to your time you're at some point as an adult, you might have $500,000 in the bank or half a million dollars.
Yes. One of the little quotes at the end of, so each story has a one-line takeaway. So that one-line takeaway is a little bit plus a little bit equals a whole lot. So, and it works for everything. So yeah, I did put in there a link to some website that shows you if you were to save $20 a year, starting at $20, was it a week or a month? And how much money you would have. And, by the time you retire, and it's not going to hurt you to save that $20, but it really adds up. But it's the same thing if you want to learn how to play the piano, that if you practice 10 minutes a day, slowly but surely, the sheet music that you've mastered is going to grow into a tall pile. And I say, though, in something like that it's really best if you record yourself on day one, so that at the end of a week, you can hear how well you have progressed, because you won't know it otherwise. So yeah, little by little by little. And that's how I am. I mean, I have been 30 years in motivation, and my credentials suddenly are huge. I mean, I've got 5 books in print and stuff like that, but I made myself sit down and do it. A lot of people want to be there, but they don't want to sit down and do it. So yeah, one little step at a time really will take you far. Don't you see that in your own life? Tell me something that you've done one little step at a time.
I think software development, which is my job, is one little step at a time.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And how many podcasts have you done? You've done what, like 5 years? So how many?
He said this is number 249 when he introduced
I heard
us.
that. Yeah. So
249?
someone starting out in podcasting, they want to be you. And they can be you, but they have to do it.
I joined around somewhere in the 20s, probably.
Yeah, right. Aaron's been with us for the majority of it.
Okay.
But
at least 2021.
Yeah, I was one of the early guests, and then around episode 20s, not.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. And so you were that as a
I was like one of the
computer programmer, or what? What did they talk to you about?
Mostly Cincinnati, probably.
Okay.
First episode, we just kind of shot the breeze.
They just interviewed me,
days,
basically. I was in your seat.
Okay.
Yeah. And we talked about stuff we'd gone through in high school, and it was pretty brutal, but it was great because Aaron and I got to shoot the breeze. It was cool. But
watch out for our hard-hitting questions.
Lisa was pointing to the guitar. That's exactly what I need to do with the guitar, because I bought the guitar and I was like, I got to do something with this guitar because I'm depriving somebody of this guitar, right? Right now it's just a prop on the wall. So I need to learn how to play that, or else probably give it back or sell it back or something. But I want to jump right.
Sell it. If you're not gonna, if you're gonna commit to letting it go, we're selling it.
Well, I want to pick it up.
When we bought it, it was $25 at a thrift store.
I want to pick it up and shred, Eddie Van Halen or something. I want to do Eruption. It's like, but I don't want to do. I want to do chords.
And I think that personal discipline.
I think Eddie started with chords, Phil.
Yeah. That personal discipline is
Eddie started with
that
piano.
neither of us has.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
growing up, neither of us was encouraged to definitely finish things.
Okay.
Mine was, I think my mother had the motivation to make us finish things. We just didn't, they didn't have the money for the classes.
Okay.
So if we were ready to quit, they were like, okay.
Well, Aaron says maybe I should take the piano, and that's, a lot
No,
of people
I didn't say
compose
you
their
should
music.
take the piano. I'm saying Eddie started with chords. Eddie started with the piano.
Oh, okay. I started with the flutophone,
Okay.
but I left it right there.
I was going to tell you, Phil, that my son-in-law's friend is named Joel Greenberg here in Cincinnati, and I don't remember the name of his music store, but he teaches music. And then there's Fretboard is a brewery,
Been there,
and
yeah.
once a month, on a Sunday, his students perform. So if
Oh.
you're just a good, like my grandson and my son-in-law are in classes that he runs, and my grandson just plays bass guitar with Joel's band, and my son-in-law has joined a band thanks to Joel Greenberg, and their band plays. And so they'll play like 4 or 5 numbers. It's so much fun, and all your family comes, and the French fries are wonderful at Fretboard. And
Yeah.
so I recommend that to you.
Oh, you said that. You said the bad word, French fries.
Uh-oh,
that's my
why?
weakness.
Philip is, I'm partial, and Philip is full keto. And French fries is our nemesis.
Yeah, that's our
Okay,
indulgence.
for me, there's also chocolate.
Okay.
But Kroger has these sugar-free chocolate chips. They are so good.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, obviously, you want to look at the ingredients. I have issues with cooked. It starts with an E. It's very popular alternate seasoning or alternate sugar. And then I also have some. My stomach and stevia do not get along.
Okay.
So
Ethanol
I
or
have
whatever?
to. Yeah, it could be. It's the stuff I had in the baggie
Yeah.
when we went
Oh,
through
The,
the
the stuff,
airport.
the white powder you
Yeah.
brought in a big baggie, and they looked at the
Right.
They held us up and thought we had like 30 ounces
They're like,
of
we're
cocaine.
pulled aside. I'm like, what did we do? What did we do? It's the baggie of white powder in your suitcase,
And
man.
the guy who was looking at it just looked at us like, you gotta be kidding me. So he just like looked up and like, took his glasses down.
Yeah. Dumbest drug smugglers ever. Oh, I thought it was legal. Pot's legal.
Yeah.
You still can't bring it on the plane, sweetie.
But Fretboard, the guy who opened Fretboard had been a consultant for the company I work for, and he left that job in order to start Fretboard. I don't know if he owns it anymore or not. But we
Oh,
have been there.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I don't know which Sunday of the month is the music school, but it's they could tell you if you called there. It's really fun, and maybe it would inspire you to take some lessons or to
Great.
play along.
I had a
Fretboard
Billy
Brewery.
Joel Big Shot
I'm sorry.
response. I had a thing about Billy Joel Big
Perfect.
Shot.
Blue ash.
And since it's been in print for a while, you may have heard this already, but I think the subject of Big Shot is definitely female, unless it's a male wearing a Halston dress.
Okay.
Interesting.
Which
They were all impressed
Billy Joel-
with your Halston dress.
Yeah, Billy Joel has not traditionally been linked to men in dresses, but
Yeah.
hey,
But he's taking a line from the song.
She
I know.
said that, whether they're male or female, the subject of Big Shot. And I was like, oh, pretty sure that's a female.
But your audience doesn't know about that. They didn't read it.
That's
So
true.
one of the stories is about forgiveness, and it tells a story of hearing Billy Joel in concert at what is the stadium called these days? I don't know, in Cincinnati. And what is it?
if it was the
I call them all
stadium, it was
Riverfront.
River.
Okay.
Was it Great American Ballpark?
Now it's Great American.
One of those.
Yeah.
It was right after the pandemic, so whatever it was called at that period of time. But really, when he sang Big Shot, everyone in the audience stood up and sang every word. So everyone is ticked
Mhm.
off at someone who is a big shot in
Mhm.
their
Right.
mind.
Yeah.
And the concert happened to be right around the Jewish holidays, and the Jewish major holidays, Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, are all about forgiveness. And so, so we were in that time period making amends with everyone that we had harmed in any way. And it was just so funny to me that Billy Joel is earning royalties on being angry, but the rest of us aren't.
Right. Well, I can see
So give it up.
that song is infectious, so I can see how they could get the crowd going.
Oh, it was crazy. It was
Yeah.
so much fun.
Sounds great.
Yeah, it was so much fun. It was great. Yeah.
In
Yeah.
fact, music, I noticed your references to music throughout the essays. And actually, I fashioned our Elite 8 mini bracket that we do at the end on the music in your book. I don't know if you got so far and listening to one of our podcasts know that we do that, but you can decline if you want. But at the end, we usually reserve some time for that. But
Yeah, it's just a fun little something.
You'd be picking, do you like this song better or this song better? And then
Oh,
reveal the
okay.
champion.
All right.
Kind of a I refer to it as a Ginger Marianne situation. Let's do this. Then
Okay.
Philip spends 3 minutes explaining it.
Okay. Well, and then I think the episodes of yours that I listened to, maybe you were doing TV shows, and I'm
Okay.
a terrible person who
Oh.
watches no TV. Now, I
Ah.
watched Dallas 30
Mhm.
years ago,
yeah.
and
Well,
Phil Donahue 40
40.
years ago.
right.
Oh, I loved Phil Donahue.
Dallas,
I love
we're talking late 70s, early 80s there. Yeah.
early
Yeah.
80s, yeah, because
Yeah.
my daughter was born in 83 and she called him Donahue. Are we going to watch Donahue?
Donahue.
Yes, of course
Mhm.
we're going to watch Donahue today.
I feel like Donahue was on all my life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that was a good show.
Yeah, and
Are you there, caller?
Right.
you
do
know,
that
and I think
thing, and
if I'd had a similar talk show, I'd have had Donahue goals. You know,
Wait, I didn't
But,
hear that. Say that again.
if I were going towards that as a career, like having a talk show, I would have had Donahue goals.
Oh, yeah,
But
yeah.
Well, I think that's what Jerry Springer wanted to be at the beginning of
Yeah.
his talk show career.
and he just gave up and went for the money.
Jerry
I
Springer
don't blame him.
was my neighbor.
Oh, wow.
And yes, and his daughter Katie played with my daughter Shayna, and Katie had balance issues. So if
Mhm.
Katie came over, we had to call Mickey and Jerry and tell them that Katie was walking back home or whatever. But he was really a nice guy. I mean,
I always got that impression.
he would do anything. He was on the news then, and he would donate silent auction for the silent auction at the Parent Teachers Association, that you could come watch them record the news, and he would take you out to lunch or dinner after or whatever. He was really a nice man.
Yeah.
And I bumped into him at the grocery store once, and I said, Jerry, I don't know, does everyone talk to you, or does no one talk to you? Do you want me to say hello, or do you want me to leave you alone? Nobody talks to me. You can say hello. So he was really a nice guy. And
I think that's a situation like the prettiest girl in school never gets dates.
Yeah.
Because everybody thinks they're not good enough to ask her out.
Yeah.
You know?
I didn't experience that. I wasn't the prettiest girl in school.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Remember how they used to chant his name before he'd come out? I mean, they were like rabid Jerry fans, It's like, but I did get the impression that he was sort of overwhelmed by it, or thought it was kind of silly, because when he would talk in candid in an interview about his show, sometimes he would lower his head a little bit, or kind of avert his eyes, almost like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm doing this. Because
Yeah, but then also Katie.
his daughter.
I mean, I know there was a point where they talked about me going to the Springer School. And a lot of people don't know that he's related to that.
Oh,
in
okay.
some manner. And I believe one of the things they told my mom, this could be completely out of left field and not true, but I believe that Katie went there at some point.
Yeah, I don't really know. Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't know. I
yeah.
mean, she was in Sycamore for a lot of
Mhm.
years, but I don't
Yeah,
know
okay.
if
I
always.
might
Yeah,
have that completely wrong,
yeah,
but yeah.
and his parents were Holocaust survivors. So I mean,
Oh wow.
and here he's got a child with special needs and everything. You got to set aside some cash, So
Hmm.
I don't blame him for anything.
No, no, no. And yeah.
But
I
we're
mean, there
talking.
was we talked about him in our last podcast because the guy was interested in that.
Oh, really?
We talked about some of the stuff that he did and how he was mayor and the famous check that was heard run
Right.
the tri-state.
Well,
Yeah.
let's plug Tango's podcast, because
Okay.
when Aaron was on Tango's new podcast, Just Saying, the other day, they talked about Jerry Springer as
I
well.
knew it
Yeah.
was on the
Okay.
podcast. I couldn't quite remember which one. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Huh.
But
Yeah.
Tango
Well,
was very
I
interesting.
recited a lyric my dad knew about the check,
Oh, okay, interesting.
or a limerick rather. not a
Well,
lyric.
I write a blog for my website, LorieKleinerEckert.com, and one of those, I write 2 stories, slice of life stories a month, and
Mhm.
one of them was about Jerry Springer. It was right after he passed away, and I did it in his own words. So the Cincinnati put out a
Great.
book. He used to do commentaries at
Yeah,
the end of the news, and they were
I love
charming.
those.
They were
They
awesome.
were
Yes.
wonderful, and they did a compilation of that benefited the Ruth Lyons Fund, which was a
Mhm.
charity that was
Oh,
always in play. And so I have that book, and so I just quoted him on all
mhm.
different kinds of things. So it's Jerry Springer in his own words, and me really singing his praises as a very nice man, very nice
Yeah.
man.
I think on the WEBN used to play his commentaries on the morning show, if I remember
Oh,
right, like Robin
really?
Wood. Yeah,
Oh,
Well,
I
we-
didn't
I
know
remember that.
that.
I'd be driving to school and hearing Jerry's commentary, or
Yeah.
riding to school with my dad.
Let's sort of revolutionize that evening news, or late news, actually. I think he did them on the 11 o'clock.
Yeah, I think
But
so. Yeah.
They
Yeah.
give that much time to,
And
you know,
he and Norma
have
Rashid
our
and
podcast.
just
Right.
part of my childhood,
Yeah.
really.
Well, I don't know if
Yeah.
any of you are writers, but can you imagine having to write one of those every day?
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
God,
Yeah.
that
He had,
was
he had
astounding.
all the news of the day, plenty material to work with, I guess.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess.
Like,
But
like
he
I
made
a,
mean,
them so
it's like writing a
personal.
monologue for a late night
Yeah,
host.
I
yeah,
thought he was
that's
married to
true.
and
Nora.
he
Doesn't
tried
have to
to
be
do
as
that.
funny.
He tried to do those early in his syndication show, and eventually, I think he stopped.
Somebody started throwing shoes at him and
But
stuff.
yeah,
Yeah.
but it was still.
I thought he and Norma were married at one point. I thought they were a
Oh,
couple.
you just
No,
thought,
no,
you
no,
just thought that
no.
because you were a kid watching the news.
Yeah.
No. His wife, Mickey, was also very sweet and very pretty lady. And once someone was painting my house, and Mickey called me to say, could you send him down here to give me a bid on painting my porch? And so I went and said to the guy, Jerry Springer wants a quote. He said, yeah, right. I said, no, he does. He lives down the block, and his wife just called. So anyway, it's
Awesome.
Did
amazing.
he keep that house after the Chicago move, or?
I divorced and left the neighborhood, so I don't know
Okay.
how long he was there. We had another famous person. Did you know Bruce Coslett was one of the Bengals coaches? He was
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
my across the street neighbor.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So,
how old
Offensive
was his?
coordinator, I think, right?
yeah, I don't know what he was. I'm not much into football, but whatever year did we go to the Super Bowl or something, but we lost, and the neighbors were
Mhm.
going to TP his house, we felt so overjoyed. But it's like, well, let's not jinx anything. Let's wait until we win the whatever, which we didn't. And so I had written about that, I think, in my second book, that celebrate when you can.
Right.
We could have celebrated twice and,
Mhm.
give him the win that he had. But
Well,
anyway, we blew
his
it.
press conferences were not, they were grim affairs. He never cracked a smile. He always
Oh,
seemed
really?
very good.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
they struggled mightily after that Super Bowl run.
Didn't he go
Uh,
on to the Jets after that or something?
I think so, yeah.
Huh.
But
He might have been the head coach of the Jets.
I think so. I think he did go, but yeah, he just had a string of bad luck there in the league. But
Now you mentioned having a trainer,
Well, wait a
And
minute. I want to ask her about this music. All right, that's what I was working
okay.
up.
I'm sorry.
So we
Okay.
talked about.
He's building his foundation here.
Can I ask this question real quick because you're going to remember the music?
Sure.
Okay. You have a trainer, and do you feel like a trainer is like similar to a life coach type of person?
Is my trainer like a life coach person? Is that what
In a
you're
way,
saying?
yeah.
Oh, definitely. Or a therapist or something. So I've been with Rob for closing in on 20 years, I think.
Didn't you say he
And-
retired?
No, my therapist
Therapist
retired, but
retired.
this is my personal trainer. So he owns the it's Custom Physiques. He owns the shop there, and I've been with him in 2 different locations. He's moved, but anyway, yeah, he's great. And yes, he is like a very dear friend, and I never want to go there every Wednesday, but I go every Wednesday because he's my best friend, and I want to go there and get a hug and talk to
Great.
him. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, do you think that you would have the kick a person in the rear life coach ness
Oh,
if you became a life coach?
if I became a life coach, I know I think that I'm very forgiving, and I know that no 2 people are the same, but I would be rah-rah encouraging you to get on track and to, to have a healthy routine and to take one step a day in the direction of where you're going. But I
Right,
think
right.
that I'm a very understanding person. So I know that my being on track is probably pathological, Rob, the personal trainer. So I really do turn in a food diet, a food chart, every week of everything I ate. I write it all down, ate and drank. Not everybody can do that. That's just really all there is to it. So
Oh, and I know that, yeah, I have ADHD and I can handle a routine. It'll be, and then I never want to do it again.
Now, Phil, working up to his music question.
Well, now I have
Sorry.
a question on what
Okay.
Lisa brought up, but I'm just curious. You don't turn your stuff in like homework to your trainer, right? I mean, like your food journal
Yeah.
and your.
Every
I
week.
do. I
Oh,
do.
you do?
So
Okay.
we review it together every week.
Okay.
And where I was going with that, but I forgot, but now I'm back on track, is that he tries not to critique me because I can get so rigid. So if he said, ate a lot of sugar this week, it's like, well, you better believe next week there'll be no sugar on this. So he won't do that to me. He, if I'll say to him, I eat so well, but I still have this belly, so I have a chapter about belly fat. I still have this belly. What do you think I should do? And no, nice try, but you're doing enough already, and just don't worry about it. You're fine just the way you are. So yeah, so I can get crazed, but I think it's pathological for me. So I think if I were the trainer, I wouldn't be pushing anybody like I push myself.
And your trainer pushes you to eat birthday cake, right?
He does. That's right. Yes. So
that's a good trainer.
That is a good trainer. So
Mhm.
again, your audience doesn't know, but so there's the story about life lessons from the gym. And so I turned in this food chart. And one time I said to Rob, I'm so proud of myself. I went to a birthday party and I didn't eat the cake. And he said, you failed. You're not on a diet. You're living life. If you go to a birthday party, you must eat the cake. And
Yeah.
he and I both like funnel cake. And if you go to the state fair, you must eat funnel cake and you must live life. So that's great. And then my father was in the process of dying while I was working out with Rob. I mean, during the years that I was working out with Rob. And Rob knows that I love ice cream. So I have ice cream most nights. And he said, while you're in this really rough patch, it's really okay to eat ice cream twice a day. And when you're done with this journey, you'll get back on track. I think is that wonderful and amazing and loving and beautiful. So yeah, so he's my my life coach as well as my workout coach.
Now the really important follow-up question: what flavor of ice cream?
Every kind of chocolate chip. How about you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
chocolate.
especially love the Grater's double chocolate chip.
Okay,
My cousin introduced me to that, and I have been an aficionado ever since.
Yeah,
That's chocolate on it.
But
Yeah.
I
If
also
you
really
can do a
like
good vanilla, you can do anything.
Yeah.
Is my
yeah, that's true.
from United Dairy Farmers. I don't know how I got addicted to this as a kid, but their chocolate chip with their pineapple sherbet.
Oh,
ew.
It is so good.
Oh,
It
sounds
is so
really
freaking good. If you ever
You're a
try,
Hawaiian pizza
know-
person too, aren't you?
no, I'm not. But I guess if it was dried pineapple, but no, I am not actually. But if you think about taking a piece of pineapple and putting it under a chocolate fountain,
Okay.
that will be your gateway drug to pineapple chocolate chip.
Okay, good. Well, I was going to say, I mean, it's kind of blasphemy to say anything anti-graters in Cincinnati, but
Right,
I
right.
really do like UDF's chocolate chip,
Oh,
and I like their
absolutely.
peanut butter chocolate chip.
Oh, yeah, their peanut
Ooh.
butter. It's so good because they don't sweeten the peanut butter.
Is that the
Oh,
one
is
where they
it?
have
That it gives it that kind of sweet, I love that. I used to love it one time of the month. I especially love that and some vinegar.
Is that the one that has the like clumps of peanut butter in it? When you find it, it's like really, you really have to work through it. Yeah, that's really good.
That's really good. That is really good.
Phil and I worked together at store number 1 of UDF in Norwood.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Yeah, we're Cincinnati based, but they actually Norwood. Yeah.
Okay.
The wood.
They actually went to Norwood schools from junior high through high school.
Okay. When that was store number 1, they had other stores, but that had just been the first, or was this the beginning? Because I thought UDF had been around longer, longer than you guys are. Yeah, way longer.
It was around longer than us.
Yeah.
It was a plant store right next to.
I think
right next to where they packaged all the dairy stuff.
Okay.
In the 9 square miles of Norwood, there are 3 UDFs still to this day, and at one point there were 5.
Okay. Well,
but it's throughout the tri-state, and I believe they're in Columbus.
I don't know.
Cleveland, I think there's. I know you have a gateway to UDF ice cream in Las Vegas somewhere.
Well, I have a UDF 2 miles south of me and 2 miles north of me. So take your pick.
Well, you know.
Yeah, I love it. It's great. It's great. Can we really do Cincinnati? Have you guys been to Rhino's? Rhino's is in a gas station at Kenwood and Glendale Milford Road. And it's okay. It's in a gas station, and there's 2 gas stations opposite each other, and then City Barbecue here. So the one that's across from City Barbecue, they have all kinds. They have about 6 different machines, and each machine has 2 different flavors, and some's gelato and some's frozen yogurt. You can mix and match, and then it has toppings out the wazoo. It is so good, and then they weigh it and you pay. So I just spent took 2 grandkids and myself, and we spent $24
wow. That's
on
I can do that these days.
That's right around the corner from where I work.
Right.
Oh, okay.
And we're like within half a mile of Goodies. I don't know if you know that. It's one of the premier soft serve, seasonal restaurants in the area.
Oh.
And they actually just opened up. But yeah, it's it opens just like Creamy Delight or Maryland's. Yeah, yeah. Only the season is a little bit bigger than swimming pool because they did just open for the season. So, you'll be able to get soft serve ice cream through September. And it's one of the best in the city, and it's on every best of list that you read. But it's over here, kind of north of Mount Healthy.
Right, we go there Sunday evenings after dialysis.
Yeah, sometimes we'll go there after we do my dialysis.
Yeah.
But it's just really good. But it's expensive.
The City Barbecue had a fire recently.
They did,
Oh,
yeah. They did.
We've been there quite often at work, so I hope that works out for them. They
Okay.
put up a sign saying they're coming back.
We're going to have to hit rhinos at some point.
Yeah.
Rhinos, not Ryans, right?
Yeah, rhinos, RHINO. Yeah, I think it's
Do
a
they do
shell
other
station.
stuff or just like ice cream?
Tell me that again.
Do they do other stuff like foods or anything?
No, it's a gas station. It's a
Okay.
gas station.
Oh,
so
I know,
it's-
but a lot of gas stations will have like you'll see
That's
the
true.
fried chicken.
It's a very
logo.
unassuming gas station. by the
Yeah,
way.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
very
A hole
unassuming.
in the wall. It's like
Yeah.
really giving us the haunts.
Last
Yeah.
time or a couple times ago I was there, I was somewhere near, I guess, White Oak area, and I came across a gas station that had draft beer on tap.
Mm.
Oh wow.
Oh, that's cool.
Here you
It's
go
a
with
know
your
how
little
cool
bit
that is.
responsible.
Yeah, here it is with your gas
I mean,
purchase,
it's kind of cool, but it's irresponsible.
Fill it up and give
in
me a
my
pint. I
opinion.
mean,
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
I
Well,
may have 2 pints.
but there are a lot of those new gas stations like Wawa, and there's about 4 of them. I can't
Yeah.
think of the names. Yeah, Bucky's, is that what it's called?
Yeah,
Yeah, and they all have, but Bucky's is like brisket, isn't that what they're famous for? And Wawa, they're sub sandwiches or something.
yeah, I
So,
think Wawa is
yeah.
like Philadelphia based.
Okay, I don't
And
know.
Wawa, you go in and make your purchase. You go in and get your stuff. You don't even go to the counter. You just like pay at all these little stations that are around. the
Oh.
store.
Is that Wawa?
Yeah.
Oh. Ah,
Kinda weird.
okay.
But everything was overpriced.
Yeah, yeah.
When I went in there.
Yeah,
like,
when
wow.
when it just opened, like once every couple weeks, I work from home, so I gift myself with something from DoorDash, and I wanted to try the Wawa because it was open, it was new, and everything was very pricey in my opinion, and also it didn't have great reviews. That's
Okay.
I mean, I think you should give your own review and your own personal experience, but I'm not going to spend $9 on the most expensive sub from wherever when I can get it from Angelo's or La Rosa's.
Okay. Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Huh. Very interesting.
Okay, back to my music question. If
I'm
you don't
sorry.
mind.
Okay.
20 minutes later.
So we talked about Big Shot and how that everybody's like exercising their anger in that song and they're kind of getting their anger out. But then you talked about another song later in another essay by Debbie Friedman. And I know you're a spiritual person, I guess is the best way to put it. And I don't know if I can pronounce this properly, but it's Skabarach.
Yeah, it's Mishaberach. Mishaberach.
Misha Barak.
I had that down yesterday, and then
Yeah.
24 hours later.
I was wondering what other music is in there. I can't remember. Okay, yes, the Mishabera is in there. It's a beautiful song. Yeah, yeah.
Now, Philip and I were discussing whether or not because a lot of the refrains, the phrases, I'm using this wrong word, I'm sure, but a lot of that she would sing the Misha Barak, and then she would also sing like an English. Is that the translation?
Is that the literal translation of the?
I mean, what does it Misha Barak mean? What's it?
Yeah, the Mishaberach,
Okay.
like I'm probably not going to know, but it is a song for healing. So, so the words don't exactly go there because part of it is that, we should make our life a blessing, but it does talk about being ill. So there's like 2 different stanzas. So yeah, it isn't a direct translation. And she was pretty instrumental in she was the beginning of taking old songs and putting them to new melodies. And the Jewish camp movement is just full of Debbie Friedman songs. And she herself passed away years ago. And oh my, everybody watched that funeral online, and they played her songs as they wheeled her casket out of the chapel and stuff. Anyway, she's a pretty amazing lady, but that's a really neat song. And at least in our congregation, we sing that song every Sabbath, and with a list of everyone in the congregation who is ill. And so we're praying for them to return to full health. Hopefully so. Yeah, it's great. I like that.
So is Skabarach, is that a did she write that? Did she write it or is it?
No, so the Mishabera itself is a prayer, I believe. I don't swear to that. I believe it's a prayer, and she said it to music.
Okay.
And my kids get mad at me when I sing, or I would sing for you. But anyway, um, yes.
I've been known to have that issue.
I just thought it was a good bookend because they were kind of at polar areas of the essay, the book.
Yeah.
That here you had the Billy Joel, which is kind of infused with anger.
Yeah. And this is healing.
The
Yeah.
healing prayer.
Yeah. My mother, when she was dying, my mom got sick and died in 5 weeks, and they were supposed to go on this Jewish retreat with a bunch of their friends, but of course they didn't go. My mom was in the hospital. My dad didn't go without her, but the friends told them that they sang the Mishaberach for my mother twice during
Aw.
that weekend, listed her name and everything. And when my father would tell that story, he always choked up. They sang Mishabera twice. So that made it very special to me. And every time we sing it, I think of my mother and father. So I don't know. Am I the only mother and father advocates here? Is anybody close with mom and dad?
Oh, I was going to say I'm a grandfather, but you mean with my own parents?
Yeah. You're a grandfather?
Yeah, my father's passed, and I'm not overly close with my mother. She's in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Both of our
Both of us are we're both orphans.
Oh no. Okay.
Like yourself.
Yeah.
But I was wow. I mean, I was 30 when my mom passed, and my dad passed in 2017.
Okay.
So but I was super close with my mom. We were really good friends. We did stuff together. People, my high school friends would be like, "Really, you want to hang out with your mom?" And I'm like, "Yeah, she's fun. She is super, super fun. I mean, she's just got this amazing, attractive personality. She and Elizabeth Taylor could walk in the room, and within half an hour, all the men would be with my mother."
Oh, great.
Okay. Because of her her personality. I mean, she wasn't ugly.
Yeah.
But her personality just drew them in. Just people in general, not just men.
Yeah.
She wasn't that girl. But yeah, and then my dad, we were simpatico. I mean, I was his remote control. Then I was his partner in watching, all the movies he liked to watch and the TV shows.
How wonderful.
And and then after their divorce, I did end up living with my dad for very complicated reasons we're not getting into. But I also still had a good relationship with my mom.
Oh, wonderful.
So your father, he had to have infusions nightly, right?
Yeah, he had a blood marrow disorder, and so he was dependent on transfusions. But then when you get transfusions, you get a backup of too much iron in your blood. So he had to have an iron chelator, is what it was called. And in the early days, one did that through an infusion, which my mom, who was such a nervous Nelly around anything medical, well, I guess I am too, she was in charge. He had a port and they had to hook him up. And if it beeped because something got clogged, she'd be wreckage, but she did it. I mean, I'm proud of her. But yeah, so he had to have these infusions every night and home health care and all that kind of stuff. And then this is, to me, rah-rah cheerleader girl that I am, down the road a piece, they created a drug that was an iron chelator.
Right.
XJ it is called, and it costs an arm and a leg, but there are foundations to help you pay for it. So he was done with that. So I think that I'm always optimistic in the stories that I tell, but I think that's great for people to know that whatever your problem is today, maybe in a year there's going to be a solution for it, and hope for that. Yeah, keep your eyes open. Yeah.
I have hope in my heart. about all that stuff, and especially with the discoveries they're making nowadays that are just coming out, quick, 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 quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, I mean, me being in dialysis, I just want to give a call out to Philip because he stepped up so much more than I expected, and I can't even, because we do dialysis here at home, and he's actually the one. And when we got married, I actually cut my finger while I was making some dinner, and he almost passed out. And now this man who passed out over a finger cut, because I was like, "Where's the Band-Aids?" Oh my God! And who actually does pass out when he would try to donate blood. It's that flight or fight response thing is what they believe it is. But beside the point. But that brings me squirrel. That brings me back to, when was your father getting regular transfusions?
Let's see.
What years?
Yeah, he died in 2010, and he was getting transfusions for about 15 years.
Oh, he might have gotten my blood. We might be related by donation.
Oh, that would be
later on, because I have a rare, my blood type is regular, it's O positive. But I have a rare thing in that I'm missing factors. And those two factors are assimilation blockers. So my blood is literally a giver right from the get-go.
Oh, wow.
And so people who were receiving more transfusions would get my blood, because as time goes by, you get transfusions and you tend to get resistant to them. And almost nobody rejected my blood.
All right, we got 8 minutes.
Okay.
If we're going to do the Elite 8 mini bracket, do we want to do that?
Yeah, let's do it.
Well, Lorie Kleiner Eckert might disagree. Do you want to do it, Lorie? Or?
Sure, but I may be dependent on you. I might be musically illiterate, but
this is all stuff that appeared in your book, so we know.
Oh, okay.
So here's our first matchup: John Lennon, "All You Need Is Love" versus Paul McCartney, "Obla Dee Obla Da."
Oh, I have to go with Paul because he's so cute. I like the other song better, but yeah, and my grandson let me be Paul McCartney.
Didn't they share writing credits though?
Huh?
Didn't they share writing credits? I mean, it's obviously who wrote which, but
yeah. Oh, that's true. Yeah, I definitely. Well,
I think
they're all Lennon and McCartney.
Right.
All right, Aaron, who do you pick?
All You Need Is Love versus Obla Dee Obla Da.
Yeah.
I'm a later Beatles guy, so I'm going to go Obla Dee Obla Da.
Okay.
Okay. High five, Aaron.
All right.
Me too. For the same reason that you said, Lorie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cha cha cha, Paul McCartney.
All right. Well, Paul moves on. Doesn't matter what I think. So here we go. Frank Sinatra. The best is yet to come.
Was it a sweep or was it contested?
Okay. I'm gonna give it one to
throw a vote to John.
John, yeah, I'm a John guy, as you are too, Aaron.
I'm a John guy too.
I'm not really a John fanatic, but
all right, here we go.
I prefer White Album to the first few.
Yeah,
right.
The ones where they broke through.
Frank Sinatra, The Best Is Yet to Come versus Billy Joel, Big Shot. Aaron.
I'm gonna go Billy Joel.
Okay, Lorie.
I'm going to go Frank Sinatra. That shows how much older I am than all of you.
No. We listen to Frank Sinatra at least a couple times a month while we're eating dinner.
While we're drinking dinner.
If we have a night. No, I'm sorry. That comes from the liquid diet days.
What?
But
what do you got, Lisa?
I'm torn because Frank is looking positively toward the future, and Billy is vengeance.
Okay.
So I don't know. I think I want to be Frank, but I'm going to go Billy.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
that song just rocks.
It does.
It does.
Yeah, I don't even think of that as like a semi-negative song
okay,
because
I'm
it's
gonna
got
go Billy
such
Joel
energy.
also. So that's
That's
our next matchup is Carly Simon,
3-1.
Sylvain versus Sister Sledge, We Are Family.
This is a lot like the last matchup.
I'm gonna throw one to Sister Sledge, even though that song grates on me because the Pirates played that when they beat the Reds in '79.
Yeah.
But I still like it. But
79 Pirates theme song. Yep.
yeah.
I would go. Is it my turn?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I would go with We Are Family, but I really didn't know that was Sister Sledge. Okay.
Okay.
Well, you mentioned that you were driving to St.
Right.
Louis.
Yes. Yes. For a
Listening to
funeral.
that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
What
Yes.
about you, Lise? I'm gonna go. So right now it's 2 for Sister Sledge. I'm gonna settle it right now. I'm gonna say Sister Sledge.
Okay.
Or no, I voted already.
No. Okay. So you
Yeah.
guys,
Lisa didn't vote.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But yeah, that makes all 3
All right.
Sister Sledge.
We got 5
I
minutes.
didn't vote yet.
Oh, you didn't vote that? Okay.
No. I can't remember
Aaron,
what
you
the
go
other
next.
song was.
You're So Vain, Carly
Oh.
Simon.
I like You're So Vain.
Okay. It's 2-1.
You know what?
You probably think the song is about you.
I do too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're going
Clouds in my
We're
coffee.
going Sister Sledge, so I
Oh.
guess we're gonna have to fight it
No,
out.
you said
Clouds
Sister
in my
Sledge.
almost empty coffee.
No, I said You're So Vain.
You're so vain. Okay.
And
Yeah.
Philip and I
So it's a
cannot
tie.
hear each
Rock,
other, and it does cause
Rock,
some,
paper, scissors. Here we
Okay.
go. 4 minutes.
Paper
You
covers
win
rock.
paper covers rock.
All right. So
Yep,
it's
You're So Vain.
You're so vain.
I mean, I like We Are Family, but You're So Vain is kind of a, we're podcasters. Are we just vain?
Well, here we go. Here's our final matchup of round 1. It's Neil Diamond. Now, you didn't name a song. You just named Neil Diamond and Barbra Streisand. But I picked Neil Diamond because we just saw song sung Blue. So that's the song good. Versus Simon and Garfunkel, Old Friends.
Oh. Is it my turn?
Yes. Or do you want someone else to go?
No, I'm good. I love Old Friends. So I have to go Simon and Garfunkel.
Old friend.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Isn't
Isn't it? And isn't it? There's a whole thing in there, and then that's where the line "Preserve your memories. They're all that's left you." Isn't that the end of that
That is a
song?
beautiful song.
That's a beautiful song, and really preserve your memories. That's all that's left you. So yeah, Simon and Garfunkel. Yeah.
About you,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember Phil had the vinyl of Simon and Garfunkel bookends, and I had a cassette of that vinyl. What was the other song though, so I can give it a fair shot?
Song sung Blue.
Oh, you chose Song Sung Blue.
Yeah.
If it was Cracklin' Rosie, I might have gone Neil, but I'm gonna go.
Almost did
I'm
call
going
Cracklin' Rose. Yeah. What about you, Lise?
I'll do Old Friends.
Okay,
Yeah,
it's
I'm good with
Simon
that.
and Garfunkel. Moving on. So now we got round 2 here. I'm just going to say Paul McCartney versus Billy Joel. Aaron. Paul McCartney, Obla Dee, Obla Da versus Big Shot.
Obla Dee, Obla Da.
Okay, Lise.
Yeah.
Lorie.
I'm going for the jockey, not the song. So Paul McCartney, not the horse, but
Not
the
the horse.
jockey.
Gotcha. Okay, so Carly Simon, You're So Vain versus Simon and Garfunkel, Old Friends.
I have to
Lori.
stick with Old Friends. Old Friends is the
Mhm.
king of the mountain here.
I'm going to say Old Friends also.
Yeah.
I'll throw on Carly Simon.
Okay. I'm gonna go with Old Friends, even though I don't remember the song very well, or if I've heard it at all.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so that's good.
I was more
Here's our final.
Time in a Bottle,
Here's
Jim
our final.
Croce?
Paul
Yeah,
McCartney versus Simon and Garfunkel.
Ooh.
I'm gonna say Simon and Garfunkel. Old Friends.
Okay.
Lorie.
Yeah, Old Friends.
Okay.
The
Aaron.
jockey, not the horse.
Mhm.
Old Friends versus Obla Dee, Obla Da. Old Friends is less silly than Obla Dee, Obla Da. I'll go.
Oh
Old
yeah.
Okay, so that's Old Friends wins.
Now, how much time do we have left, hon?
Less than a minute.
Less than a minute.
Okay.
Because I wanted to ask her about Lilius.
Well, let's let her give all of her
let's
website
do-
Yeah,
information.
give your bona fides, and we'll see if we have room for one last question.
I don't
Okay.
think we will, actually, unfortunately. But tell us where to find your work.
Yep.
Lori.
Everybody can find everything by Googling Lorie Kleiner Eckert or go to loriekleinereckert.com. I have 5 books in print. Amazon sells all of them.
Lorie.
Lorie, yeah,
And it's
Kleinereckert. Yeah, and High on Life. I say it High on Life, but it's spelled CHAI, so like chai tea. So hopefully it's a comfort. If it were, it's a comforting book. So think of it that way for chai tea. And
All right.
I hope your listeners will look for it because I'm proud of it. It's a great book. That was so much fun.